I say she's probably a boring person. She listens to boring music. She listens to, like, she watches boring shows.
Have you ever heard of the Royals? Like, I think it goes on
Yeah,
E!
that shit's whack.
Yeah.
It's after wrestling. Yeah, that shit's.
Really?
I saw
It's
it.
after wrestling.
Yeah, it's like around that time. So I saw a bit of it, and I'm like, this is like
The dumbest thing ever.
yeah, like who watches this? You know, it's just like that's something she'd like. I guess if we talked about the Royals, she might have liked us, but why would we talk about the Royals?
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just people mix.
What other
Some people don't.
shitty TV shows are there?
Shitty TV shows.
Okay, I don't like Grey's Anatomy.
I've never watched it, but just the way people hype it up, it's a little bit annoying.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. Maybe I don't get it. Like, what's the point? Is there doctors?
Yeah, they're doctors. They're...
And then what? Just that? Like, it's their lives?
It's like a depressing Scrubs.
Yeah, because it's like a soap opera, right? Like, people die and
Yeah,
stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, like, people die in Scrubs too, but like,
but
Scrubs have funny moments.
yeah. Like, I knew that was like kind of comedy-esque, but like, but I guess it's always with offense. It's annoying.
Yeah.
But Grey's Anatomy just seems boring. Like, it looks boring.
Yeah.
Like, nothing about it looks interesting. It's like, okay, they're doctors, but
I guess if people like medical stuff, but like.
But how interesting could that be, though?
Yeah, it's like, just go to medical school.
Right.
Don't watch a TV show, just go to medical school.
It's like, how interesting could that be? Like I like Breaking Bad, even though like people hyped it up, and I watched it. I was like, it's actually good, because it was.
Yeah.
Like, I like the style, the music, the acting. Like, I was like, okay, this got me invested. I got invested in this. But I don't see that with like those like boring shows. Boring shows. If you don't get me invested, I'm not gonna watch.
Dude, last time, like, every time I go home, like, I look forward to having cable, but, like, last time I went home, there was absolutely nothing to watch on TV.
You have cable? I don't really watch TV, though. For real.
I don't either.
I honestly, no time. I'd rather watch, like, the 6-minute YouTube video than a show.
Just, like, not that into TV. There's just better stuff to watch.
Exactly. If DeFranco's on TV, I'd probably watch it, but
I don't think Philip DeFranco wants to be on TV.
no. I'm saying, like, Philip DeFranco's a good alternative to the news. You get all the daily.
I watch them all the time.
So you get all the daily updates. Unbiased as you can be.
Yeah.
And then.
Well, at least he acknowledges when he is being biased.
Yeah. And he acknowledges stuff maybe other people wouldn't.
Yeah.
Unless it's about him.
But, like, okay, so this is, like, one of my conflicts right now. So, you know his, like, policy on, like, people who, like, commit crime for it. I thought I heard something. But, like, people who commit...
It's my sweater.
What?
It's my sweater.
Oh.
My jacket.
Okay. I was like, what is that? I was like, somebody's coming. You know that scene in Aristocrats? Like,
what?
Where those, like, two henchmen are just, like, walking around the haystack?
No.
You don't remember?
No,
Okay,
no.
never mind. Moving on.
Which one? The Aristocrats?
Yeah.
Are you talking about the scene where they're like on the sea by like the dog or like something else?
No, the cats in France that are owned by the rich old lady.
No, yeah, I remember that, but
yeah.
I'm talking about. Fuck. I don't know. I'm thinking about the henchmen, like Henchman.
Yeah, there's a scene where they're like going through farmland and there's a bunch of hay bales and they're trying to sneak around and they make their shoes make the sound and eventually they have to take off the shoes, I think. I want to watch them.
Yeah, I should really watch them.
What were we talking about before? I feel like I was on a roll before though.
Yeah,
I was?
Yeah, it was Matilda.
Thank you. I was watching my improv videos, and I was just watching the way my hair flowed. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I should be in a commercial. I don't mean for this to sound vain, but like sometimes a lot of people just tell me that I'm pretty, but it's a lot of like old people, so like I don't know what to think about that.
I mean, what do you think? Like,
they're like, oh, you're so pretty, you should be a model. I'm like, thanks. My dental hygienist told me that I should be a pharmaceutical sales rep.
What? Why?
Because she's like, oh, you like retail? I was like, yeah. She's like, you should be a pharmaceutical sales rep. You should be good at that. I'm like, okay.
Oh, you're like, what?
I guess.
What were we talking about before?
Oh, we were talking about bad TV shows.
What? Wait.
Well,
no,
like
not
a
that,
while ago.
Not that. Just before. Like, just before what we're talking about now. What were we talking about?
I don't remember. Neither of us remember.
Sick ass podcast.
Just the rambling podcast. See,
I mean,
overachieving, we're doing a podcast.
Yeah.
Underachieving, we're not actually talking about anything specific. We're just
talking.
Sitting in the park at night talking while I'm knitting.
Yeah, we go back and look at your old YouTube videos. Like,
dude, when I first moved to Orange County, I still make those videos. Still make me laugh. They were like, cause like I just did not care. I was just like, thank you to all of my fans.
It's it. Like that was a special time.
That was a great time.
I like going back and watching the videos because I forget, like, I forgot about like a lot of shit. And I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, oh, that's, I don't know. Because there's a lot. I go back and I'm like, wow, it's actually a lot. Like that. Not bad. Not bad.
It's a substantial time of my life. Like,
it's gonna be crazy to look back on it in 10 more years.
10 more years.
And see where we're at. See if by that time we have met Omar. See if Mike is Jack too.
See, I don't know if it's just like delusion of grandeur or something, but I honestly feel like I'm meant for like something really, really great. Just don't know what it is yet, but I'm trying to figure it out.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Once I figure out how great I am and everything, like, all my enemies will rue the day.
You read a lot.
What?
You read a lot. I don't know, you just... The way you say it is like, my enemies, they will rule the day.
Dude, I'm just like creative, okay? Why use 5-cent words when you can use like 10-cent words? And maybe a 25-cent word.
20? What about a dollar?
A dollar word.
What about a dollar word?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Come on. So, what does that even mean? Does it have a definition? Or is it made up?
I'm trying to think of the lyrics of the song, and like I don't think it ever really explains it. Even though the sound of it is really credit shows.
I think it's just made up.
I think so too.
They just made it up.
Wait,
Like,
that could happen. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
what do you think about Disney trying to buy Fox?
They're trying to buy Fox? I did not know that.
But it's being, like, the deal is being stalled because the government got involved.
Does Fox doesn't...
Because Fox owns a lot, right?
Does Fox own Warner Brothers? Or is Warner Brothers just a separate studio?
I think they might own Warner Brothers. Say Fox owns, like... Yeah, I think they own Warner Brothers.
Because if... Because that means Disney would then get, like, the original, the last Spider-Man movies, right? Because Fox did those.
No, Sony did.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah.
But they would get Anastasia.
I mean, cool.
So Anastasia would finally
Disney
become
princess?
a Disney princess.
Cool. It's like a big deal because they get The Simpsons.
Yeah.
I think Family Guy.
I heard about the deal. I just didn't know like the specific companies.
It was Disney and Fox.
You know, one of the podcasts I've been listening to is Business Wars, and I've been listening to their series about DC versus Marvel, and I didn't realize that Stan Lee basically wrote like a bunch of shit just by himself. I did not realize that.
Just, what do you mean?
I just didn't realize how much like shit he did.
Like how involved he was, how much he actually did, yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, this guy.
Yeah, respect.
Yeah, respect. Like, I get it. Not finished with the series yet, so my opinion isn't fully formed. So, stay tuned.
Infinity War comes out. Are you gonna go watch it?
Probably. I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't go to the movies.
Why not?
I don't have friends.
You wanna go?
Well, okay, I didn't want to go to the movies even when I had friends, so, like...
You just don't like going to the movies?
I only like going with my brothers for some reason.
You talk during movies? Is that
No.
why? That's weird.
I think it's because, like, other people talk or try to talk to me.
But
I'm also remembering the last time I went to the movies, it was with Chris and Hannah, and Chris paid for Hannah's ticket and drove Hannah to the theater and not me, and didn't pay for my ticket, and then... But you know what? It's okay, because he still came over after that, and like, I'm a pushover, that's what I am.
Hey man, you're acknowledging it.
Huh.
No, you just gotta stop it.
I just gotta keep saying it, so I just keep reminding myself.
Yeah. But you just also gotta be more aware.
Yeah.
Because maybe you're gonna let your guard down, and then you're gonna be like,
I'm
fuck.
sure that I will never let my guard down.
You should. Yeah. It's like your little kid shit. Like
my little kid shit? Yeah. It is little kid shit. I'm over this little kid shit. I'm like... like, every time I get these feelings, I'm just like, okay, how do I get them to pass that, like, as fast as possible? Just because you're aware and smart of feelings and emotions does not prevent them. Yeah. Guess it makes you a little better equipped to deal with them.
Yeah.
At least I'm productive.
What are you knitting?
I'm knitting a scarf, so I'm going to give all the choreographers that I worked with this semester a scarf as like a thank you gift. Because I'm an overachiever and make handmade gifts for the people who give me opportunities.
That's see that meme reminded me a lot of you.
Which one?
The factory error that I sent you earlier.
I kind of remember it, but not
It's
really.
like the chick that you're in the book.
Oh yeah.
I was like, this is pretty cringe.